Hi, I'm Mike Mwachiro. I'm the Program Director for the General Surgery Training Program and also the Head of the Endoscopy Department here at Tenwick. I would like to thank FOT for what they've been doing here at the hospital, and also want to just put out a challenge. I think one of the ways, it's good to hear that you've been doing as a board a focus on education and training, and I think this is really the way to go for the future of medical missions, and just a model that for the kingdom mathematics of training one person and having them come back here and serve in the hospital and train others, that will be able for a very small amount, I mean 18,000, 20,000 US dollars, be able to have a medical officer trained into a consultant who will come and serve here while living out the gospel and training others to do the same. So I think we have an opportunity to impact not just the people of Bomet, but the people of this country and East Africa and the wider African community, by the physicians, the surgeons, the orthopedic people, and everyone else that we've been training through the various training programs. So I want to just thank you all for your focus on education, because this is what we've been doing with the surgery and other programs that are going on here. And we thank you for the ongoing collaborations and support that FOT has given us. Thank you, God bless. So just to illustrate just the impact of this multiplicative effect is that when I came to Tenwick, there were only 2 residents here, Agneta and Arega. They were the first 2 surgery trainees. And over the years, it's been over a decade. There's now 14 residents, as you can see from the master rota, who are currently being trained. And we have a number of graduates. There's now 5 generations of graduates that are out there in various institutions. Most of them are in training institutions like this one. I mean, you have Kanye, Valentine and Blasto in Litane. You have Elijah Maura, who is in Chogoria, who's doing the training there. You have Wairimu, who's in the city doing teaching. So all of these people are interested in continuing this model of training and reaching out for the kingdom. So I think it's not in vain if we put our efforts in education, because this truly is the future of medical missions and impacting others through education and training. Thank you.
Something else that we're really excited about is that Dr. Mwachiro and his wife, Liz, saw the need to not only educate residents, but also educate residents' kids, and thinking about that generational effect of educating the next generation. And many of the residents who come to work at Tenwick and be trained at Tenwick, they have nowhere to send their kids to school. There's not high quality education for elementary school and primary school. And so Mike and Liz actually started their own school from the ground up, buying the land, raising the money, building the school, finding and recruiting and training the teachers. So it's pretty amazing what they've built, Tenwick International School, to provide high quality education for these residents and these doctors' children. So yeah, really exciting.
Yeah, and I think it just pans into what we've been discussing, that if we put our minds to this, I mean, education is really the game changer all across the world. And so for the skilled people that Tenwick is seeking to recruit as we expand and the different programs are coming up, it's one more reason for them to stay on here. And that was the vision behind this, that we are able to provide an opportunity for them to work here and have somewhere that their kids will go to school. And so the vision has grown. And I think even as we think about training in the different specialties, it's the same vision, that we will continue to expand and train more for the glory of God and serving His people in Africa.
What's pretty amazing is that Mike and Liz only started this school 2 years ago, and there are nearly 60 students enrolled at Tenwick International School. And a lot of these students, their parents are highly educated, some dual physician households. A lot of their parents are in the medical field, and so and we have some missionary kids that are attending the school, and it's pretty amazing to think about what these kids will do in their lifetime and what their kids will do in their lifetime. And I think it demonstrates that discipleship effect of creating generational change, not only now, but for the future.
And one other interesting fact about Tenwick is that many of the workers here have actually met their better halves here, including the residents and even some on faculty. I mean, like us guys met here. And so I think Tenwick has been interesting in that aspect of being life-changing in more ways than one. And so it's part of the fun part of working and living here. And we thank God for these little, I call them little coincidences. Thank you. Yeah, and I think one more special thing to mention is a really big thank you to Dr. Paul Brady, who is going to help us put up this residency housing project. As you are aware, one of the main things we've struggled with here has been housing for the trainees. And so we think this would really impact not just those who are here, but even the future, people that we take in every year were able to come here for training. So a really special thank you to Dr. Paul Brady and for partnering alongside us to put up this building that will impact generations of residents. Thank you.